okay, let's go ahead and run down the scores. And if it's a dumbass game, Travis, just give us a score and we move on. Unless Coach wants to stop on a dumbass game. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, real quick, let me find my notes real quick. Okay. We have first up Thanksgiving. Of course, we had 3 games, and damn it, hold on. Yep. Houston Texans beat the Lions. Congratulations. Matt Patricia, you should be fired. Maybe they'll get rid of Stafford. Congratulations.
Hey, did you? I sent Travis an article from Peter King where he was talking about Matthew Stafford and
I read it.
The woes of Matthew Stafford. So if anybody check out football morning in America, Peter King's Monday column. He has some really outstanding numbers about why Stafford should probably kick the bricks for them. So just throw that out there. But yeah. Matt Patricia's finally gone. Thank God.
Yes.
I tell you what, more so than that, they did pretty much a big indictment on the coaches who've left Belichick and become head coaches. I mean, combined, I think they've got a 41.3% win rate. Combined, they're not even over 500. And like I said, they gave some pretty startling numbers on some of those cats where they're pretty bad. They're pretty, pretty bad, the guys that lead.
We will miss people. We're going through the Thanksgiving games as quickly as possible. Washington football team beat the crap out of the Dallas Cowboys. They look like they're probably going to win the division. Congratulations.
Shout out to Alex Smith.
Yep. Shout out to Alex Smith, and Antonio Gibson looks pretty good. Next.
Chase Young looks good.
Yeah, he does.
Chase Young looks like a monster.
Yeah.
Giants beat my lowly Bengals. Next.
No. Let's spend a little time on that. Let's spend a little time talking about that.
Here we go.
Just for the record, I tried to keep
I appreciate it, Travis. I appreciate it.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna talk about him. Go ahead, Travis.
Okay, good. Suck. We won't win a game this year. Okay.
Suck. You suck.
Buffalo beat the Chargers. What was Anthony Lynn doing?
That might have been the stamp for Anthony Lynn to lose his job. I don't know if you saw it, Coach, but people don't know. Down the stretch, they were down by multiple scores, so 10. They had to score twice. They threw a Hail Mary that got a pass interference, and they threw another one that they actually completed. Got down to like the 1 or 2 yard line, and then instead of like throwing another pass play or spiking it,
under a minute
left, a draw.
Under a minute left with no timeouts.
Yeah, I mean they get what I'm saying. There's no timeouts. Yes. They ran a draw with Austin Eckler, of all people, didn't get it. They didn't get it. And so now you're thinking, okay, well, you get up, maybe spike the ball real quick. No. They got up, faked the spike, and threw a receiver screen that he threw into the dirt and missed the receiver. And, like, literally by the time they scored, the game was over. So they blew a chance to even have an opportunity to win the game. It might have been the worst thing I've seen all year besides some plays by the 49ers. That might have been the worst I saw all year.
Who threw the ball in the dirt?
Justin Herbert.
Okay. I'm just, Travis big on Justin Herbert about how he's going to be the rookie of the year and all this other stuff. So I just wanted to point that out.
Okay. But yeah, worst thing I've ever seen. That might have sealed Lynn got to go after that. That was terrible.
That was awful. Patriots beat the Cardinals. Cardinals are just in straight free fall mode. They may not make the playoffs out after their really good start to the season. I don't know what's wrong.
Well, they're in the toughest division in football too now, so that's part of it now.
Yeah, I think that Kyler Murray shoulder thing is bigger than what they're leading on to. He didn't look clean. He didn't look crisp throwing the ball. And I think with Cliff Kingsbury's offense, if Kyler Murray can't get stuff on the ground with his feet, that offense looks pretty stagnant. And that's a bad way to run an offense. We're relying on the quarterback's ability to run to be able to make your offense run. So it just didn't look good. Shout out to Belichick as always, scheming up a good play to stop a good player, a great player. So
I think that Kyler Murray is his own worst enemy too. I think he's trying to be the tough guy, and instead of sitting out, because Jake said, I think he's more hurt than what he's telling people, and he's trying to tough it out and play because he wants to be successful and wants them to win. And I don't think he should be out there right now.
Looks like the Atlanta.
Hold on, before we go on, just one thing. Coach, did you see any one thing that Cam Newton did well in that game?
I mean, he was kind of just Cam Newton to me. He was kind of the old Cam. I mean, meaning that he didn't the interception. Did he have one interception? I think he still had one interception.
Yeah.
But he did throw one interception. But other than that, I thought he took care of the ball fairly well. But you know, it was a lot of running. Obviously, I bet he didn't have over 200 yards passing. Because that's his formula for winning. He and Lamar Jackson got that same formula.
Miss Peavy said Kyler should have went and played baseball. OJ said that Kyler Murray may be just the next RG3. I think he's a little better than RG3.
Maybe.
The offense is built around his ability to run, where RG3, we were still in that age where we were trying to tell the running quarterback to stay in the pocket. So, and I think he's a little bit more elusive than RG3 was.
Cody wants to get rid of Lynn. He put a campaign on here to get rid of Lynn.
Wow.
Yeah.
So to
I like
answer your
Lynn.
question,
I like Lynn, Cody. I'm gonna disagree with that. I like Lynn.
To answer your question, Cam Newton threw for 84 yards.
There you go. Enough said.
All right.
Typical Cam win.
What's the next one on there, Travis?
Next one. Looks like the Falcons won. And
I'm glad. Ain't nobody more happy than me.
40 burger.
I love it because they're doing exactly what they do every year. They don't even know how to lose right. I mean, when you having a disastrous year, you're having. Julio didn't even play supposedly because he's hurt. I mean, everybody knows you're garbage. And now you're trying to win games, just messing up your draft position. You go, Falcons. You go. I want y'all to just keep on going until you're somewhere around. You'll get about the number 15th pick or number 16 right there in the middle somewhere where ain't nothing left but some trash for the first round. And then y'all will overpay some clown in some stupid-ass position like you always do. This is the Falcon formula. This is perfect right here. They ain't going to win this week, but I hope they win the game next week. Because the Saints going to beat you this week. We all know that. You can't win a division game. You can't win a meaningful game, but you can win that old bullshit you won last. Go ahead. Go ahead and take that, and then watch see what happens.
I do find it interesting that, for the second or third time that Julio hasn't played, they not only won, but put up a decent amount of points and looked good doing it. So
they always play well without Julio because Matt Ryan ain't got to worry about getting Julio his touches. So then he throws the ball to people that matter, people that actually go get in the end zone, people that go move the chains and not have all these useless ass stats. Oh, Julio! Did you see Julio? Julio had 8 catches for 164 yards. Yeah. And all of them were between the 40s. Between the 40 and the 40. That's where he got all his yards. How many touchdowns does Julio have on the year? What, 3? I mean, we're in week 12. And Julio had 3 touchdowns. You gotta be kidding me.
To give someone a stat line, Cody says he likes Lynn, just is not an NFL level head coach, especially with game management. Ms. Hood says she loves her some Julio, whether he plays or not. OJ was saying his RG3 comparison is about RG3 not sitting when he was injured and trying to play through it with Kyler Murray comparison. Good point, OJ. They need to start playing college teams. Yes, that would be better for the Falcons. And
let me say this, Jay. Ms. Hood, I saw Ms. Hood the other day when she was handing out food for our players up there in North Gwinnett.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me I better stop talking about Julio on this show because if she wasn't married, she and Julio might have a little thing. So I'm telling you, hey, I'm done talking about Julio now. I didn't know Miss Hood was on here. Miss Hood, I'm sorry. I mean, talk about your baby like that.
And correct, Julio does have 3 on the year. Let's flip to the other side of the equation. Derek Carr played disastrous yesterday, and I'm not going to chalk that up to the Falcons defense.
Right.
So let's do a quick name game real quick. Derek Carr or Matthew Stafford, Coach?
I'm gonna take Derek Carr. I mean, Matthew Stafford's on his way out. Derek Carr's on his way in. I'm gonna take only for that reason.
Travis?
I'll go with Carr only because he's shown a little bit more to me this year. I'll go with Carr, and he's younger.
Okay. Derek Carr or Carson Wentz. And I'm saying moving these quarterbacks into John Gruden's system with John Gruden, what I'm saying.
Right.
So Derek Carr or Carson Wentz moving to the Raiders, Coach?
You know, I never liked Carson Wentz, so that's easy for me. Give me Derek Carr easily.
Travis?
I'd go Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz this year is just a product of a terrible offensive line and injuries on the wide receiving core. I'd take Carson Wentz.
All right. And this one's probably easy for both of you, but I got to do it anyway. Derek Carr or Sam Darnold, Coach?
Shit. Derek Carr all the way. You know that. Please. Man, ain't no way in the hell I'd take Sam Darnold if he gave him to me for free.
Travis?
Carr.
Okay. This is an easy one, too. Derek Carr or Mitch Trubisky, Coach?
Oh, shit. That's the hardest one right there now. That's the hardest one. Shit. Man, please. Derek Carr. Man, where the hell you give me Trubisky for nothing?
I see Travis's Carr. All right. Derek Carr or Cam Newton, because he'll be a free agent after the season. Derek Carr or Cam Newton, Coach?
Again, I'm going to take Derek Carr. And I like Cam. I don't like Cam, but I like Cam as a player. He just on his way out. And I think well, his already diminished skills are just headed to the trash can now. He need to get on out.
All right, Travis.
I think this is the toughest one you've done. I like Derek Carr, but he's been so bad lately. So I'll go Newton. I'll go Cam.
So bad lately. They beat the damn Arizona Cardinals like a week ago. He wasn't bad. They're the only team to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They're the only damn team to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. He's been so bad lately. What the hell lately are you talking about?
Last game.
Oh my God.
All right, and then the last one, and I know this is real hyperbole, it probably won't happen, but if they can do Derek Carr or Matt Ryan, Coach?
Oh shit. Man, on to the next question. Ask me nothing about no damn Matt Ryan. Please.
Travis?
I'll go Matt Ryan.
Okay.
That's because you crazy as hell.
Again, Matt Ryan is not as bad as what you think, Coach.
So, but I wanted to do this because it just shows that there's not much things the Raiders can do to upgrade at quarterback at this point. You're kind of stuck with the woman, you're stuck with who you got here with. So, all right, what's the next one? What's the next matchup?
Tennessee beat the Indianapolis Colts, maybe to take over that division. Derrick Henry's just a monster, isn't he? With what he had, 3 touchdowns and 150 yards rushing. Is he by the first half? Is there anybody close to him in terms of best running back in the NFL this year?
I'll give a small
shout out. Understand this. Derek Carr is Derrick Henry is kind of a one-trick pony now. He's going to be that guy that's going to bully and Bogart and all that. I don't like comparing him with backs like Alvin Kamara or with the dude out of North Carolina. I don't think that's fair. The Carolina Panthers. What's his name? McCaffrey. Thank you. I don't think it's fair necessarily. If you want to kind of put him in the Ezekiel Elliott category or somebody like that, because Ezekiel Elliott, I can't remember the last time I saw him catch a pass. I can't remember last time I seen them throw one to him. They almost using him just to play bully ball. Put him in there with the running back from Seattle. Do you see what he did to the doggone defense last night? He drugged them into the end zone.
Yeah.
And he's a beast. He's out of Parkview High School. I used to train him too. Chris Carson. Carson's a monster. But I'm just saying that when you start talking about is he the best running back, I think you need to think about the McCaffreys and the Alvin Kamaras of the world too, because I'll see how you compare them to each other.
Well, here's a quick question right here. Let's play a quick game of percentages, which may take a little bit of time for you guys to think on. So put a percentage by there. You think the percentage of them winning the MVP between Derrick Henry, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers. Out of those 4 ones, I know I'm probably forgetting somebody, but let's go with those 4 ones. What percentages would you give them a chance to win the MVP? Since I thought of the game, I already kind of have mine. I got Derrick Henry at 15%. I got actually Patrick Mahomes at 50%. Then I have the rest split evenly between Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. I think they're going to figure out a way to give Patrick Mahomes his second MVP because I think they're trying to move him to the perennial face of the NFL now. So that's how I broke it down. Even though I'm pushing for Russell Wilson, everybody knows that because I've always decreed I think he's the best quarterback in the league for what I see. But I think that's how it's going to play out. So, Travis, what's your percentages for those four guys?
Yeah, so I'll go least to best. So
Okay.
I got Derrick Henry 10%. Running backs just don't really win the MVP, even though he is having a really good year. I got Wilson and Rodgers both at 25%.
Okay.
I think they're both really good. There really isn't a big difference between them. I think you're looking at whichever team probably gets the 1 seed could slightly have the edge over the other one, and then I would have Mahomes at 40%. So not a significant advantage, but not something that like Wilson or Rodgers couldn't, come back from. Basically.
Please, by all means, on the chat line, put you guys' percentages. What do you guys think as well? Coach, what do you got? What do you think?
Well, I'm going to go backwards, too. Henry's the lowest because, like I say, he's a one-trick pony. And he's a running back. And, a quarterback's probably going to win it 9 out of 10 times. I've got Mahomes at number 1.
Okay.
And the reason why I did that is to let you know that I've got those other 2 in between. And I've got them kind of being even, but it's going to be based on these last couple of weeks and what happens in the playoffs, who's going to be second and who will be third. Because then if either one of them have a first round exit, they're going to be lower than the other guy. Okay. And, I think whoever does the best from this point on in the season, I have them being kind of tied right now, will barely get the edge over the other guy. That's why I look at it. But, yeah, I think they're already going to give it to Mahomes, period.
All right. What's the next one, Travis?
Real quick, if Mahomes got injured next week and missed either the rest of the season or missed a few games, do you think he would still win the MVP?
Well, like I heard somebody say before, if was a fifth,
we all be drunk.
We'd all be drunk.
I'm going to say no. I think in the spirit of it, because I think about to that Carson Wentz year when he got injured and they won the Super Bowl. I think he got injured when it was like 3 games left, and he was the perennial front runner until he got injured, and he didn't get it. So if they keep that same energy, I'm going to say no.
I don't think there's any way possible he could win it. But if he stopped playing now, it's just too much football left. And so, no, I wouldn't give it to him. Now, I don't think anybody would, to be honest with you. I think they say, hey, he'll rehab and come back next year and make it run next year.
All right,
but no, I don't think you can give it to him based on without a full season. I wouldn't give it to him, no.
All right, Cody said Henry at 5%, Rodgers at 20%, Mahomes at 35%, and Russ at 40%. I want to believe that too, Cody, because I want to have Russ higher, but I just feel like
it ain't gonna happen. Y'all drinking? Hey, you are fantasy, Cody, because that's a straight fantasy right there.
All right, Travis, so on to the next one.
Okay, Minnesota over the Carolina Panthers. Minnesota seems to kind of be fighting it out. They they're at least semi in the playoffs. Anything? No. Okay.
They lost to Dallas, so hell with them. Once they lost to Dallas, that shot themselves in the foot.
Okay. Miami beat the New York. We're tanking for Trevor Lawrence. Anybody got anything on this one? Because I don't. That was terrible.
All I want to do is I'm just saying this. This is what I'm saying. Listen. I called all these firings should have happened a long time ago. Muschamp finally got him. Mason finally got him. When are they going to get that boy up out of there? What are you waiting on? That's my whole thing. Just tell me. I would love for somebody to explain to me what you're waiting on. If I was Trevor Lawrence and you showed me you were getting him the hell out of there and hired some coach that made sense, I might even think about coming out of damn college this year and coming to being part of your franchise.
I'm going to tell you this. And dude with crazy eyes, you don't want to fire. You want to make sure that season's over. He home because you fire that dude mid-season with them crazy eyes. he come after all y'all.
Exactly.
So they waiting it out.
That's gonna be Black Monday.
Dude, why can't it be White Monday?
I'll
fire that joker.
That's just what the NFL calls it, okay, guys?
I'll fire that joker and hire Tiny Lister as my doggone security guard. I had Big Zeus sitting up in there with some shoulder pads, and I let us bring his ass up in there with him up in there.
Well, Toddy Lester and Adam Gase got the same eyes, so they may see eye to eye.
You about right about that now.
What's the next one you got here, Travis?
Cleveland over the hapless Jaguars. They look like they're going to make the playoffs. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, well, you know the Jaguars fired their GM now.
Yeah, well, whatever.
They fired their GM today, so they're making some moves.
Maybe they'll hire one of the AEW wrestlers as the GM. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, Cody, I used to have a saying on the fantasy show, like, Adam Gase don't fuck this up because he has some talent. Adam Gase done been fucked this up. It's over. It's a wrap on that. That team is god awful.
You're right about that. They're terrible.
Yes. Saints beat the Denver Broncos. Was there anything that Denver could have done other than what they did that you guys would have seen with the fact that they had this quarterback situation where they didn't have anybody playing? Would you guys have done anything different?
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because I don't know why they made them play. Well, they didn't make the Baltimore Ravens play.
So I do have an answer for that because I looked into that and I did.
Okay, well, tell me that answer.
So the answer that I found was the reason that they had Denver play was in the bylaws before the NFL season started, and of course this whole COVID thing was happening. The NFLPA and the NFL owners did have an agreement. They have the contract that they all signed to, have the season, and in that agreement it said they will move back games if multiple players from different position groups are showing symptoms. But if it's just one position group, then they will play the game. So that's why the game didn't get canceled, because it was just the quarterbacks and everybody else was okay. It was already written in the NFLPA and the NFL agreement or whatever it's called, that the game wasn't going to be moved because it's only that one position group, even though it wasn't.
AKA, nobody give a goddamn about the Broncos except for Bronco fans. And Pittsburgh versus Ravens is a marquee historical game. Don't nobody give a shit about the Broncos.
That's what it is. Jason got that. Ding, ding. Jason got the right answer. But let me say this.
Bengals
just understand this.
The Pittsburgh Ravens game wouldn't have gotten moved. So that game got moved because it's Pittsburgh and Baltimore. We all
just understand this, Travis. When I become commissioner of the NFL, which will be soon, I'm not putting up with nobody hurting the shield. And having that joke out there, some damn scout team quarterback playing that man, that hurt the shield because it made the NFL look stupid. Having him out there, I mean, you don't do that kind of stuff. I mean, we still have a product. We still have a brand that we have to uphold. And you sitting up here letting this clown out here complete, I think, 1 6-yard pass the whole game or some old foolishness. Dude, that's some boo-boo right there. And I'm just telling you, I don't think that was good at all.
Right.
And I don't think that should have been allowed at all.
I agree. Richard Hood said, obviously, Denver didn't check with FSU to find out how they were able to cancel games before they start. I agree, Mr. Hood.
There you go, Mr. Hood.
But I'm with Coach on that one to a huge degree. They can move this game back to tomorrow, to today, and Drew Lock and I think another quarterback would have been healthy enough to play.
Right.
Like, that product they put on the field embarrassed the whole NFL.
It was terrible.
I know Coach talks about how bad the quarterbacks are in this league and generation. The fact that even the bad quarterbacks couldn't play and we watched somebody who's not a quarterback play, that was embarrassing. Like,
well, going into the game, you knew he wasn't going to be good. When the Denver Broncos tried to get their coach to be the before they put
exactly,
and the NFL wouldn't let him do that, which I thought
was
terrible. Good. I would have just been like, yeah, go ahead and do it. Like, if that's who you guys want to play quarterback, go for it. It doesn't make a difference. But
yeah, all right, on to the next one.
Yeah. The 49ers beat the Rams. 49ers staying in the playoff hunt.
Man, you know, I've said for a long time I don't believe in Jared Goff.
Yeah.
He's just not. I keep trying to tell you, just like I said about Garoppolo, I just got some feeling about Goff. I just don't like him. He just doesn't come across as that guy. You know, he doesn't have that dog in him that I think quarterbacks need to have. And I'm just not a believer in Goff, so it wasn't surprising to me. I mean, not at all.
Well, let's do real quick with Goff. Let's take some of the quarterbacks in there with Goff. Let's say, and again, these quarterbacks move into the Rams system. Would you rather have Goff or Kirk Cousins? Coach?
I damn near would go ahead and take Cousins. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that's a toss-up, but I'm telling you right now, I'd probably take Cousins.
Travis?
I'll go Goff, but not by much.
Ooh. Wow. We're not going to ask Coach about Matt Ryan, so we're going to go.
Shit, man, please. Give me Goff. Shit.
Goff or Alex Smith?
Oh, I'm going to Alex Smith all the way. Ain't no question. Alex Smith.
Okay, Travis?
I'll go Alex Smith right now, too.
Wow, okay. Goff and if Eli Manning came out of retirement, Coach?
Shit. Man, you better give me Goff. Give me Goff's sister. I mean, ain't no way the hell to give me no damn Eli Manning for nothing.
I'll take Goff going with his opposite hand over Eli.
Thank you.
Well, let me do Goff or Mitch Trubisky, Coach.
I can't take Mitch. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't take Trubisky. I'm going to have to take Goff on that one.
Agreed.
All right, and then I guess the last one, Goff or Matthew Stafford.
Now, see, y'all don't like Matthew Stafford. I'm going to take Matthew Stafford. I like Matthew Stafford.
You know, I don't like Matthew Stafford, so. Oh, man.
Go on, take Goff.
I may go with Goff on that one. I do not like Stafford.
I take Stafford. I'm telling you right now. It's Stafford. Now, y'all don't excuse all that trash that he's surrounded by up there either now.
We know.
In Detroit. Y'all act like ain't no trash in Detroit. I mean, they're terrible up there.
It's
from
not
top to bottom.
good either, Coach. I agree with you. With you on that one.
All right, what's next on the slate?
Kansas City beats Tampa Bay. Anyone surprised by this? Like Mahomes and Hill are just waxing people.
I'm surprised that it was as close as it was, to be honest with you. And then I'll tell you what thing I'm tired of. I'm tired of after every damn Tampa Bay game, we got to talk about Arians and Brady and their relationship, and Arians got to go out and say something stupid. I mean, number one, his ass needs to grow up. You're supposed to be a head coach. And every damn time you want to come out and criticize your own quarterback, I mean, don't act like you don't know who he is. I mean, you know he's supposed to be the GOAT and all that. It's almost like he's going out and saying something just to get it at Brady for being called the GOAT. I mean, you know, the bottom line is Brady didn't lose that game by himself. I mean, there's a lot of other reasons why he lost that game. Like Stephen A. said today, you got damn Antonio Brown on field. Did anybody even realize Antonio Brown played? I mean, he only caught like 3 balls for 18 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't even have a downfield target. I mean, for a coach like Arians, who likes to throw the deep ball, why in the hell didn't he at least throw one in Antonio Brown's direction? You got to be kidding me.
He can't.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
I'm going to go Miss Peavy asks, what do you guys think about Tyreek Hill doing a backflip in the end zone?
And he'll do it. And he doesn't realize that in high school football, that's a penalty, and they'll take that damn touchdown back. Right. Because you did it before you even got into the end zone. So now it's not a dead ball foul. It's a live ball foul. So they're going to take it from that point and march your ass back 15 yards. From there, that's the way they do that.
Oh, that's a learning experience.
And then going to a quick coaches moment right here. Travis posted something in our thread on the fantasy football, like one of the Bucs going to decide the double team Tyreek Hill. Coach, what do you do with a player like that that's just going crazy on you off the rip? Like, how do you make those in-game adjustments, and what adjustments do you make to stop Tyreek Hill? Because even a double team kind of doesn't even stop this guy.
Let me tell you one of the reasons why I enjoy Tyreek Hill, and I watched him, and I enjoy the Kansas City Chiefs. I love watching them play. And let me tell you why. It's not the obvious that they're a spectacular football team. They are constantly giving credit to each other. Whenever Mahomes is interviewed, he said, hey, It's not just me. You know, we got a coach, we got an offensive coordinator. I mean, they go down the list. He names every damn body on the team. Tyreek Hill interviewed the other day, same thing. I say all that, Jason, to let you know that when Tyreek Hill is getting double teamed, like Travis is talking about, and he said, we're gonna make somebody else beat us. Well, shit, they got about 8 other people that can beat you. I mean, you got Travis Kelce, you got this whole other fleet of receivers out there. I mean, you know, you got a damn expert play call over there. You got a damn offensive coordinator. I mean, they're stacked. And so you can take Tyreek Hill out, but then when other people start beating you, say, well, shit, we got to switch and go back to something else. And Tyreek Hill is so patient. All of them are patient. All of them are humble. It's not like he's over there pouting and everything else or demanding the ball like some of these other jackasses do when you're damn winning by 21 points, but you mad because you hadn't touched the ball yet. He's just like, hey, this ain't my game. I'll get you next time. And I'm still going to get that check either way. So the bottom line is that, like I said, they are all so humble and whatnot. That's why it's working. And that's why, I tell you what, what's his name? Sammy, what's Sammy's last name played for them?
Dropkins?
Sammy Watkins.
Yeah. Sammy Watkins. Is it Watkins on that team?
Dropkins. Yeah.
Sammy Watkins. Now, Sammy Watkins was a long time one of the best damn young receivers in football. Sammy Watkins, I couldn't even remember he was on the damn team. Because, I don't think he caught even that many deep balls. But do you hear about, Sammy Watkins is upset and complaining that he didn't, like Odell Beckham does or Julio does or all these other jackasses?
Coach,
no.
You want to know why?
What?
You want to know why he's not complaining? And
tell me why.
Because A, he's got a job, and B, he's got a job with the Super Bowl winning, team that he won a championship with.
Okay, well let me give you some news. That A that you just came up with, that's every mofo in the NFL. So they all should be happy about that. So you act like everybody else ain't got a job, but they still complaining. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. These guys are humble, and everything gets messed up because you get a Super Bowl team or you get this or that other. How come none of them guys left to go somewhere else? You don't think people wanted them off that Super Bowl team? They said, we ain't going nowhere because we like each other. We love each other. We're going to keep this thing right here and win about 5 Super Bowls on y'all's ass. That's what we're going to do.
All right, Travis, what else you got for us?
Green Bay beat the crap out of the Bears. Do we think they're the best? Whatever? No.
Business as usual.
Man, how much longer Matt Nagy going to be there? That's the question.
Yeah.
His ass needs to go too.
Yeah, it's either the end of this year or maybe they may give him one more. Seattle beats the horrible Philadelphia Eagles. That game was terrible last night until about the fourth quarter.
Listen to me. That mess they were doing with Jalen Hurts, I'd have told you, if I was Jalen Hurts, I'd be like, I ain't going back out there. If you just going to put me out there for one play and then take me back out, just leave me out. I'm not going back out there for one play. What was that all about? What was that supposed to prove?
But he's supposed to be happy he got a paycheck.
Oh, man.
No. This is a totally different thing right here. Give me a paycheck. Don't clown me. Nobody wants to be clowned.
Yeah.
And you have me run out there and throw a pass that I complete, and then you bring me. I see if I threw a bad pass to you, like, see, I gave him a chance. His ass couldn't even complete a damn 6-yard pass. I completed the pass. Leave my ass out there and let me do some other things that I can show you I can do. Or just don't play me at all. I'd rather you not play me at all and let me sit over here and learn or whatever than do that.
I don't think Hurts is a better quarterback than Wentz, but I think in the system where they're at now, he would be a breath of fresh air and would help them right now because one, that line isn't good. Yep. Hurts is a better runner than Wentz is, so
amen.
He plays. And then two, I think Hurts will take more chances with the ball than Wentz will. And I'm speaking to guys like Jalen Reagor and Alshon Jeffries putting the ball up and letting them try to make plays. So I'm kind of with Coach on this one, and I'm a Wentz guy, but I think you got to make the move to see if you can save your season because we know 6 wins is going to win that division.
Yep.
So it's going to be the race. Whoever gets the 6 wins first is going to win that division. So I'd rather take a chance to see what he can do. At least I know, and if he does play well, I can have possible trade bait for Wentz or him. If he sucks, then it's like, all right, cool, we folded in for the season, and then we try to get something in the draft.
And they have some very winnable games coming up. I think they got the Giants coming up. Washington.
They got the NFC East.
They could win every single one of those games. So I agree. Like, it may be time to just see what you got in Jalen.
They could win as much as anybody else could win. Anybody could win against the NFC. But here's the thing, Jason. He did not want Jalen Hurts to get in there and be good.
Yeah.
So now you got a quarterback controversy on your hands. And you got people that are booing your starting quarterback when he comes out there because they want the other guy who did so well last week. That's why he did. That's why he can't. I mean, we know why he did it. But I'm just saying, don't clown me like that. I mean, call me into the office and just say, hey, listen, we're going to go ahead and go with him. His ass probably going to get broke up anyway because we don't have a good line. But the bottom line is, if he gets broke up, you just got to wait. There you go.
Tony told us to put some more respect on them Skins name. And we gave a shout out to Alex Smith earlier. You weren't here for it, so.
I said that was Young, what's the name? The defensive end.
Yeah. But look,
he's the bomb. They probably got the best defensive line in football other than the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers got a mean defensive line.
And Nip, again, y'all got 3 wins. The 49ers got like 20 people on IR, and we got more wins than y'all. Like, the Skins ain't good. You just got a bad division. But, again, I would love to see DC in the playoffs.
The Skins are good for that division. And hats off to Ron Rivera for trying to right that ship over there.
Absolutely. While having cancer.
Yeah, we don't normally say good things about head coaches, but like I said, he's a good one. He's a good one.
I said correct. They got 4 wins. My bad. Hands up.
Yeah.
My bad.
4 and 7, I think.
All right, what else you got, Travis?
Last one. The game that's been moved, 3 times now, maybe 4? Pittsburgh and Baltimore. We all know this game got moved because it's Pittsburgh and Baltimore. If it were 25 other teams, they would have just played the game or canceled it. So, anybody got anything? We're looking.
Yeah, I got some. I happen to know a young man on that team who happens to be a captain, Cameron Hayward. And Cameron Hayward, on his nicest day, don't even smile. I mean, he is going to be ready to chew through a barbed wire fence when he gets out there tomorrow night. And I think he's going to have all his boys ready the same way. And it's going to be nasty, I can tell you that much. I think this is going to be a bloodbath because you already got them as rivals and they already don't like each other. And now with all this speculation about, why they waited and they just wanted to give Lamar time to get over his COVID so he could do this, that, and other. Dude, it's about to be ugly.
No, did he pass COVID, Travis? So he's still not going to play?
He was negative as of like Wednesday, so he's still not in the window of where he can.
Oh, okay. I thought he could play. I heard he could play.
Oh,
Even so trash, it don't even matter if he played or not.
I read a report that said this afternoon that they said because they updated the list and he was still on the can't play. Now Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins can play. They're back off. They just happened to be today that they could play.
Well, they just gonna happen to have to take that ass whipping they finna get.
He's gonna be taking the snaps for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, welcome to your ass whipping. That's what they're gonna be telling them.